another edition of the Catholic Weekly News. I'm Orina Vaz, and here is the news from the week that went by. Parishioners of the Panjim parish celebrated the feast of Our Lady of Fatima at the Archbishop's house. It was preceded by reciting the Rosary. The Mass was followed by the candlelight penitential procession from the Archbishop's house up to the steps of the church, where the religious service ended with an act of consecration of the Panjim parish and benediction of the Blessed Sacrament.
आणि ही सोडवण आमची करूंक जेजून दाखयल्ली उच वाट म्हणल्यार मोगाची वाट. ह्या वाटेंतल्यान आमी चलूंक आमी आदार आनी कृपा मागतना जेजून शिकयल्ल्या मागणी हे वेळार बापाक आमी उबारुया. आणि आमी आमचे चुकलेल्यांक मोक्षिता दोशी आमची पातकां वोगोस आनी आमकां तांणीक पडूंक दिवं नाका पूण वायटांतली आमकां निवार.
लोकांच्या मजल्याक लोक आसले लोक करो करून तुया जेजू आपल्या शिसान आपले देवपण उक्तावणें केलें. थंय देवाचे वस्तूंची करपाचे रिती प्रमाणे पात्राची 6 दोनां आसलीं. आमचे भौशीक जिवीत विस्तार मानता तसले थोडे जीव ह्या कोणाक आमच्या आदार मागुया. आमच्या बापा स्वर्गीच्या तुझे नांव गोविंद जावं, तुझे राज आमकां येवं, तुजी खोशी सगळ्याक जाता तशी संवसारांत जावं. नमान मारये पुर्वेन भरतले सोरेस्कोर तुजे कांय आसा अस्तऱ्या मदले तूं सोदय आनी सोदय तुजो पूत जेजू. देवाचे माये आमच्या खातीर विनवणी कर आतां आनी आमच्या मरणाच्या वेळार. आमेन. नमान मारये पुर्वेन भरतले सोरेस्कोर तुजे कांय आसा अस्तऱ्या मदले तूं सोदय आनी सोदय तुजो पूत जेजू. देवाचे माये आमच्या खातीर विनवणी कर आतां आनी आमच्या मरणाच्या वेळार.
The annual Diocesan Society of Education Felicitation Day was held at Ravindra Bhavan, Margao. The DSC Felicitation Day is a day to appreciate the dedicated efforts of the students and to felicitate the meritorious students from the schools, higher secondary schools and colleges of the DSC. His Grace Philip Neri Ferrao presided over the function and Father Joachim Loyola Pereira was the chief guest. Here is a report.
With a network of over 80 educational institutions at various levels, the Diocesan Society of Education is proud of its yeoman service to the mission of education in our lovely little Goa. And today, we celebrate the achievements of our meritorious students and all-rounders in the academic year 2018-19.
From Sacred Heart of Jesus High School, Anjuna, we have Ms. Tanisha Dias, who also taught in science with 99 marks. In social studies, we have Master Arjun Chaudhary of St. Thomas High School, Consaulim, who topped with 100 marks. We have his parent who will be receiving it on his behalf. We have Master Aman Ramratan Moria of St. Joseph High School, Karai Shiroda, who scored 554 out of 600 marks. He also topped in social studies with 100 marks. We have his parent who will be receiving on his behalf. We will now have the subject-wise toppers in the girls and the boys category. In English, we have from Our Lady of Grace High School, Bicholi, Master Shevek Thomas Sunil Jose Tengapali, who topped with 88 marks.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take a look at that very ingenious lamp. It exhorts us, in keeping with our theme, to go forth and serve with love and compassion. Our lamp depicts the conventional praying hands unfolding in this case to render prayer in action. They exhort us to reach out to the less fortunate.
This day, which is set aside to appreciate the hard work and the dedicated efforts of our students and to felicitate them for their achievements. This gesture of appreciation is meant to be an incentive for the students who are felicitated to do still better in their journey of education and life. It is also meant to be an encouragement for the others, for all of us, to excel in our life. My dear friends, our human life is like a journey. And in this journey of life, education is an extremely important component which enables our young students to bring out the best in them and to prepare themselves to face the challenges of today's life.
It's time to wake up and save Mother Earth. Let us act, beautify, and enjoy our environment. It's time to make a change. You make that difference.
St. Francis Xavier Church, Chikali, launched its website on the Feast of Our Lady of Fatima and also World Communication Day. Parish priest Father Balmax Pereira launched the portal sfxchikali.org, which includes, among other details, the history of the church, besides an active blog on its various activities. A timeline of priests who served in the parish is also provided. Father Balmax said the main motto of launching the website is for parishioners to connect, to be inspired and to grow through the teachings of Christ. The Indian nun Mariam Thresia and 4 others were declared saints by Pope Francis at a grand ceremony at the Vatican City on Sunday. Mariam Thresia, who founded the Congregation of the Sisters of the Holy Family in Thrissur in May 1914, was raised to the highest position at a centuries-old ceremony at the St. Peter's Square. The nun from Kerala was canonized along with English Cardinal John Henry Newman, Swiss laywoman Marguerite Bays, Brazilian sister Dulce Lopez, and Italian sister Giuseppina Vanini.
with the tapestries of the faces of the 5 new saints Pope Francis will name on October 13th already adorn the facade of St. Peter's Basilica. Each of these future saints bear very different stories. One of them is Cardinal John Henry Newman. The famous intellectual and theologian was baptized Anglican, but decided to be received in the Catholic Church at age 45. He became a priest and worked for Catholics' rights in England. With him will be canonized 4 women, among them a Brazilian, Irma Dulce. Sister Dulce died in 1992. Her canonization is the 3rd fastest in history. Her spirit of service resulted in her nomination for the Nobel Peace Prize in 1988. Many compare her to Mother Teresa of Calcutta. Also to be canonized is Roman religious Giuseppina Vanini, co-founder of the Congregation of the Daughters of St. Camillus. She's known for her witness of charity toward the sick, poor, and imprisoned. Sister Miriam Teresa Chiramel will also be added to the list of new saints. She was born in India and founded the Congregation of the Sisters of the Holy Family in Thrissur. They're dedicated to serving the most marginalized. She bore the stigmata, a sign of the Passion of the Lord. Marguerite Bays, the seamstress who also bore the stigmata, will be also declared a saint. This Swiss Franciscan dedicated her life to the apostolate and to catechesis.
It was once again time for the Goan diaspora to tickle their taste buds at the annual Goan Food Festival in Melbourne, Australia. Events such as these give an opportunity to Goan food lovers to taste a wide variety of authentic food which they would normally be served in Goa. The Goan Food Festival in this part of Australia, organised by the Goan Association of Victoria, gives an opportunity to the Goan diaspora to feed those craving for authentic Goan food from faraway Goa. Leah and Philip, a couple from Sheolim in North Goa, are regular participants at the Goan Food Festival here in Melbourne, and this year prepared sorpatel served with sannas.
It's the community that makes a festival, and I think the Goan community here in Melbourne is committed to keeping the memories of Goa that they hold dear to them, especially food. They want to express it they want to have a stall, and they want to show with their village the best their village had to offer. And I think today we had 500 people participating and patronizing this festival.
आयज एकदम खुशाल बरीत आमी मेलबर्नच्या शारांत आमचे गोवन फूड फेस्टिवल 5 वर्सां जालीं आमी करता आनी आयज हांगासर 9 स्टॉलां हाडलीं आमच्या मेनूचेर आमच्या मेनूचेर हाडले गोंयचे शीतपोडी सोराक भाजोल्लें नुस्तें मागीर शाकोती मशरूम शाकोती चिकन शाकोती आनी त्या भायर लोकांनी दोस केल्ली कलकल केल्ले बिबींग केल्ले जायते जेवण खूब आमचे लोक हांगा मेलबर्न येवन रावतात सुमार 40-50 वर्सां जालीं तांकां हांगा रावन आतां संवय जाल्या ऑस्ट्रेलियांतल्यान जेवण जेवपाक पूण तांकां सदांच उबाव येता आमी ल्हान आसतना कितें केल्लें आमची बांयपाय आमकां करून दिताली आनी आमची शामाय शापाय करून दिताली आनी आतां इतलें चेंज जालां खूब गोंयकार लोक हांगासर येवन तांकां 10 वर्सां जालीं कोणाक 5 कोणाक 3 म्हणून ती आमच्या येवन आपआपल्या घरान गोंयचें जेवण करतात आमकां आतां मेलबर्न सगळें मेवता आमच्यान शॉपार वचून घेवंक जाता शीतपोडी आनी थोडी वस्तू हांगा घरान रांदून जेवंक जाता म्हणून आमी एक 5 वर्सां जालीं एक आयडियर काडली आनी चिंतलें एक फूड फेस्टिवल जर करीत खूब लोक आमच्या हात तांकां मेवना हांगासर स्टुडंट येतात कोणाक रूच येता पूण रांदूंक जायना तांचे खातीर आमी फूड फेस्टिवल स्टार्ट केलें आनी आयज आमी पळयलां सकाळीं 1 वर जाता म्हणसर वतेन जेवण जालें काबार लोक आयलो आपणाक जाय ते घेतले पोतयांनी घाले व्हरून गाडयेन दवरलें कित्याक फुडल्या सुमारांक 2 सुमारांक तांच्यान खावंक जाता म्हणून थोड्यांनी सगळ्या फ्रेंडां खातीर घेतल्यान फेसबुकाचेर आमी फोटो घालतले आमी एकल्याक दादल्याक दवरलो तांच्या लागीं पोती भरून जेवण हाडलें म्हणल्यार तूं कोणाक वता ना म्हजे फ्रेंड आहात तांकां दिवंक जाय ती नको आमचें गोंयचें जेवण कशें पळय ती तुका एक पाटी म्हणटा एकदम खुशाल बरी खुशालकाय भोगता आमकां पळोवपाक आयज 500 लोक आमच्या फूड फेस्टिवलाक येवन गेले आमी भितर सरतात तेन्ना आमी कावंट करता हिशोब घेता आनी फकत जाणट्याचो हिशोब घेता आमी पळय त्या वयर भुरगीं येवन गेल्यान आनी 50 भुरगीं जाय
Leah, how the Australians accepted the Goan Sorpatel out here?
Oh, this is one of the one delicacies accepted by the Australians very well. They love it as long as it's not spicy, and they enjoy every bit of it today.
Is it easy for you to get the meat to prepare the Sorpatel here?
It's very easy. The best meat ever. Australian pork is the best ever that I found anywhere.
And that's all we have for the moment. We shall see you again with a new episode of the Catholic Weekly News next Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Thank you for watching and have a great week ahead.